And
do you agree?
I don't know. I think NIP have shown a little bit more, but who knows? I will say I think this series or this league means a lot to both teams because I said like they're playing with newish rosters, especially Alliance. They have a lot to prove. You've got to prove to the fans like this S4 decision was made with all the best intents to be even more competitive.
As opposed to being made with bad intents to be less
No,
competitive.
Like, I said that wrong. I'm an idiot.
No,
you get to deserve to call me out.
I'm teasing. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because Izibe, we're unclear that he's like their new fifth. He's at least officially a stand-in for the moment. So no matter how it goes, it's like, well, how will they do whenever they do get that permanent fifth? Hold on. Arrow set up. Nicely tanked by PPD, but he might just take the wrong end of this Blade Fury. No, Nico Baby not wanting to commit. Body blocks coming through from Milan, but somehow Hanskin just worms his way by. He'll get back to safety. And we'll calm down. So we're going to see an old classic here, the Shadow Demon Marana support duo. How does this fare nowadays?
It's still very strong. I mean, it's a kill on most heroes. And BSJ recommended the aggro tri-lane. In fact, they're going to go for the defensive tri-lane. And this matchup, I think, goes in favor of Kunkka, the first early levels, because your Tidebringer is so strong. But once the DK gets to a certain amount of regen, he can just spam out Breathe Fire, and the amount of HP he has and armor is very good. Does get a bunch of creeps denied and misses a few. Tanner not off to the best start. And this is a build, LD, that we've seen often from Beastmasters. Max axes versus illusion-based heroes.
Yeah, how do you feel about this build versus the Boar? Do you think it's the better build in this situation?
I think against illusion-based heroes it's better.
So like PL Naga mainly?
PL Naga TB, better. He's going to TP back to base, get the send back from the Chen.
We did see Milan doing some creep pulling shenanigans to kind of reset the equilibrium here in the bottom lane. Centaur been one of the more popular offlaners. He's been banned in a few of the games. Do you think this is a good lane for him?
If he doesn't die early, and it doesn't look like he should be able to die early. He has really good base stats. He's already got 13 Retaliate stacks. It's really hard for Jug to fight him one-on-one.
Pretty slow start here overall. Looks like Zibe wants to do some pulling. Milan is in the neighborhood to maybe stack or disrupt. We'll see how he wants to play this. Does go for the stack.
I think Milan's game is really important. Like, there's a lot of really important spells he can steal. I think he's really good against Jug as a hero, as long as he doesn't just straight up get Omni Slashed. Like, oftentimes you can steal the spin, so Jug can't kill you when he decides to spin on you. Healing Ward is never a bad thing to have one in your arsenal. But Torrent, Disruption, Arrow, Beastmaster Roar, all excellent.
Well, for now, they are just going for some cheeky disruption plays. Zibe proving a bit of a nuisance, but it's free farm for Nico Baby. And it's in this mid lane, Kunkka with a sizable lead, Limp having a good time.
Yeah, Limp.
As you normally expect, Kunkka versus almost any melee.
Yeah. It gets better, again, once the DK gets levels.
Yeah, once he gets to level 3 and 4 Fire Breath.
Yeah, there is a point where he no longer dies. And that's... And the Kunkka no longer pressures you, and then you win the regen battle, which is what you want to get to.
And you outpush him pretty hard. So he'll bide his time, wait for that moment to come. Kunkka will enjoy his advantage while he can. But yeah, pretty slow and calm game overall. No real rotations. Our PL is not farming great. That's maybe the slight concern here. S4 has been able to CS effectively and put some pain on Dahak. But it's all relatively minor advantages thus far. Limp and Tanner going blow for blow here in the mid lane. Zibe just keeps on spamming that Shadow Poison bottom. Everyone just kind of CSing, chilling. How about you? You chilling well? You look pretty relaxed.
I'm reading the chat right now, and they're talking about who's going to uncross their legs first on the couch. They're putting bets, and Grant apparently locked in the entire time.
Oh.
Heart of a champion. Good resolve.
I mean, has Grant ever lost anything in his life? This guy beat Fear 1v1.
True. He also beat BSJ.
What have you guys done with your lives?
He beat BSJ SF on SF. Oh, this was a reactionary spin. Not really going to connect on anything.
Oh, that's a lot of Shadow Poison stacks. Blizzy losing about half his health. And Limp living the dream. He'll get the regen, which Tanner also would have loved to have.
Oh, tilted.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Land
tilting.
is bad.
And Zibe actually dies to neutrals. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but he's going to be dead for 22 seconds. Pretty long time. That's for getting gone on. But has axes if he wants to throw him out. He's got a soul ring and a bunch of tangos, so it's unlikely that it'll go back to base.
PPD is posting up. A confident Chen with going for a stroll. Try to slow down this Handskin Moran a little bit, secure his bounty rune. Might be able to get 3 by the looks of things. Some juicy gold. Handskin will just rotate, grab that 1 bounty, and then take out a Centaur. So a little bit of a gold lead being eked out, and maybe more as S4 is getting slowed down. Dahak does have another Spirit Lance. It's only level 1, just cooldown.
And he steals the boar.
Got him.
Hello, boyfriend.
The double slow.
This is why you usually kind of struggle as Beastmaster versus Chen.
So it's a 45% move speed slow with both of those.
That's insane.
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere.
Don't go there, S4. You don't want a part of this. This life's not for you. Hanskin, though, he's fine. He's got leap. He's chill.
So do you continue like leveling up the axes and max them out, or is it just the 2 early points?
You max them out, baby. All axe all day. You understand, LD?
I do now.
This man is dead.
Yeah,
trust me, he's dead.
He's real dead. Nice kill. Nico Baby does get the gold. And Tanner, though, meanwhile in the mid lane, he's pressuring Limp here. Got his Dragon Form, trying to keep his Catapult alive.
Tanner's a very aggressive mid player.
I mean, this guy skilled Tree Dance level 1 to get a first blood on support.
My man's really likes to fight. He wants to throw them hands.
Well, it's, you know, it's the proven way to win.
And the deny by the DK on his own Catapult. That's hardcore.
It's it's OG's world, and we're all just living in it well.
True.
Oh my god, he's got a Purge creep now. If he, the slows are out of control here.
I really like how Tanner's using his stun rather than the breathe fire to harass. You get like 4 more right clicks in almost.
Especially when your ult is up. It's pretty value, it feels like. They are going to find Zibe again, and now could be in a little bit of danger.
No,
actually, no double edge yet, so he's fine. And no Stampede.
They're going to do this every single time they go on him. Just the easy reset. And he's going to TP back to base. No problem.
And these two cannot really threaten a Jug unless he's somehow gotten extremely low. Can always Blade Fury TP out. So when are we going to see some action, William?
I think it's actually a really pretty passive game to start. I don't really think either side really gets anything out of this. They just sort of chill. Everybody farms. I think this is going to benefit Radiant a little bit more because they have the mid-game lineup. So, yeah, just a little bit more of the status quo for now.
PPD wants to change it up. Smoke play. He's got the Ghost in tow and the Harpy Stormcrafter.
I'm not really sure what they want to go for here. Unless they force out the spin. And he's going to run into...
Run to Zibe. Zibe has boots.
And Nico Baby's just going to run away too. Well,
it's done. Coming through. The slows are there. The disruption. Nico Baby is
he's
low,
not going to die,
he's
LD.
got stick.
Again, I don't really know what the play there was. It's going to be really hard for them to kill.
They even brought Dahak for this.
Oh, they did.
It's a 4-hero rotation, and S4's like, all right, well, I'll just take your tower top.
Yeah, and this is the dangerous part about playing against Beastmaster. He takes it in a hurry. Just his boars are so strong. Like, you get double boars, you kill the wave really quick, and then you'll take the tower with the next wave. And he's pretty much got it already.
They do go again on Nico Baby, who just spins and walks away, but the chase is there. They're looking to pursue. He's got Omni Slash. They've got to be careful about this dive. With such a big creep army, though.
And this is
as long as they stick
down
together.
Here.
I mean, they're still committing for this. There's a Beastmaster TPing in a bit low on mana.
There's 5 heroes right now.
TP. It's the whole
it's 5
damn
on 5.
squad here. Beastmaster does get off the roar. The boat crashing through. Blizzy getting completely sliced up. Will end up falling. And now PPD low on the run. It was a telegraphed 5-man rotation with 4 there for ages. And they will end up losing 2.
It's rare that I
Shadow
see
Demon.
a straight up 5-on-5 at 9 minutes.
Let's brawl, baby.
And Dahak is kind of stuck down here. He doesn't have a TP. Onskin is
He's
not
got a
gonna see
TP
him.
cooling down soon.
Yeah.
So he'll be okay.
What a weird maneuver.
And what a weird time. I guess it's like if you take that, you can maybe get both outposts. I don't know. It was
Yeah, they're not even going for the outpost right now.
instead, they may just lose Milan
yeah,
top.
Milan's
who gets
100%
spinned,
dead.
and he's dead. The trade also bottom as Houndskin gets chased out. He'll fall too.
Okay, so
But
we're going to
this
lose 4
tower's
for
full
4.
HP.
Yeah, they'll grab it anyways, but this has to benefit Alliance because it's going to take an IP a little bit longer, and they've devoted 2 cores to this.
The old swapperoo with the outpost now. We'll see Zube likely going for this one. Actually, not. Oh, no. Sorry, he's too late. So
He's got it, doesn't he?
no, they already have it.
Yeah, he's got control.
I don't have an excuse either. I've only done 1 series today. So
Honestly, the series just blend together for me. I feel like I've done 100 in the past week, and I've got 150 more to go. Let's get it, baby.
well, aren't you just leveling up? You know, reps are how you get better.
That's very true. I mean, I'm an ass caster, so I could use the work. I'm not even
Does that
trying
mean you cast asses a lot, or does that mean you're ass at casting?
I'm ass at casting.
Because it could be misinterpreted.
I'm like G tier.
All right. Well, let's look for some A-tier clashes coming any moment now as Blizzy just marches over towards mid.
The TP cancel. They're afraid of maybe setting up for like an arrow or something.
As far as Roar, he really wants to go on top.
And maybe he
Looking
can
for
get
Milan,
something
who's
here.
revealed his position. They're going to clear out these trees. They get the vision.
Milan,
the
you's
lift
dead.
is there, though. Milan with the stolen Blade Fury.
You're not
and the
dead.
Stampede. The Roar comes through. They keep on chasing. I don't think they have the damage for S4, though.
That stolen spin, though.
Some space created, but they did rotate 4 heroes, so then again, maybe not.
I think it's still good for them to have defended him up there. Like, I don't think you can let that kind of aggression stand, LD.
Yeah, assert dominance.
I really like Limp's move, though. Skip the wave, put some more pressure on the tower, bring some NIP heroes here. And the question is, do they have enough damage to take them down? No, they're not even going to try. They were smoked up, maybe looking for some stragglers top. But Alliance right now, I feel like, are out-rotating them on the map. They're out farming them. Keep in mind, they did pick the PL into this Kunkka. Kunkka is still very decent against PL. He can build Radiance, which I think is really, really good against PL. He's, of course, got the built-in cleave. He can eventually get
Do you like the BKB rush that he's going for?
It's very safe. I think they have a really mid-game oriented lineup, so I think it makes sense. But it does mean that he might be like slightly worse against the PL when it comes to like the ultra late game. But I think Alliance doesn't want this to go to that point. I don't think they want to go ultra late game against this PL.
Okay. Let's see how it works out. For now, that PL is down bottom farming. As a hasted Limp moving in, just fishing with the Torrent, not going to connect. Daha has the TP. And reinforcements on the way as the Rubik rotates in. They'll just pull him back with the Chen. And IP continue to make maneuvers. They're trying to turn that defensive rotation into an offensive one. Nice boulder toss. Dahak trying to get closer. Charging forward with the Phantom Rush, but can't quite get in range. So they'll converge on this tier 1 in the mid, but meanwhile, that top lane is being split pushed as well by Nico Baby.
Yeah,
So
he's
looking
just
for the
cutting
trade
waves.
here.
And I don't know.
They have boat. They have Roar.
I think they should try to defend this
This is
tower.
going to be scary for an IP, I think, if they try to commit here.
Yeah, I think Alliance should definitely try to defend this tower. And Milan actually gets a kill onto the Mirana during this time.
What did he have stolen? The leap, it looks like.
Okay, so I guess he just leaped after him and killed him.
Interesting.
I didn't expect that to happen, but that's fine.
That delays the mech, which is obviously a big item for them to be trying to get with this timing they're going for. They will set up on Blizzy now. They have the X into the Torrent. The Roar is available. They're hanging onto the boat for now. Probably want to reserve it for when the kill is guaranteed, and it's just not enough damage. Now Daha arrives. The whole NIP gang is rotating in, including Milan, who's under Radiant Observer Ward at the moment.
They're going to lose their mid tower for this. I'm surprised they decided to go for that play. That's the tankiest hero. But without Roar, without Boat, it's very unlikely.
Go tier 2 now?
No.
No.
I think they need to push out top. They're giving this Jug way too free of a game.
He's already got Battle Fury. I mean, he's 25 CS up on the PL.
Mm-hmm. He's got Battle Fury, absolute free game. They're not punishing when he goes for these split plays. He's 1K ahead of everybody in net worth. And it's just because NIP feel like they have to be together to make these plays. And that's going to cause them to struggle here.
Blink Dagger is coming out on Tanner. They already have one on Blizzy, and he's going to get the jump onto Zibe. Follow-up is there. They're trying to bring down the Shadow Demon on the backside. He gets off the disruption, but he will go down. Nice catch.
And the sandwich is coming. They've got to run. They do have...
As we saw, Limp was trying to pressure the tower, but they just don't hit buildings quickly without the Jug. Maybe if the Beastmaster's there. NIP super aggressive now as they converge on the bot lane. Tier 2 being chipped upon. Does force out the glyph.
And bounty rune by Hanskin. The shovel dig. It's so hype.
The value. Benwu was smiling somewhere.
He's real happy about this.
Is there a shovel cooldown bot? Remember how there used to be the Midas reminder?
Yeah.
Back in
I think that was just Grant on an alt account, honestly. He would just post like,
just
hey, use your Midas, idiots.
I miss Midas reminder. Yeah, Midas not really a thing anymore. It's always so boom or bust, you know. It's either like everyone's building Midas on everything, on every hero, or no one's building it at all, it feels. There's no in between. Well, Mech now comes out on PPD. The Mirana Mech very close. But Blizzy's in position on the high ground. Oh, does get the stun, but the Mirana managed to leap in time. Has another leap.
He's got one more.
One more, and the Moonlight Shadow wants to breach high ground to get back to safety. That does secure the tier 2. The split push is there, though, as S4 is shoving in the top lane, and with the help of Nico Baby.
And Nico Baby has just been untouched in this game.
This guy is, to be fair, PL still somewhat keeping up.
I just think he's getting too many levels.
But that is with a significant tower advantage.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of levels, a lot of XP. He's a full level up on this PL. He's got so much more money. And he's still 1,000 gold ahead of the PL.
They want to fight top. Minutes. They have the Chen. So he is able to bring in the Rubik.
Nico Baby just kind of finds space.
Now, Diffusal is online. So they've pretty much got all their key fighting items. PL Diffusal, the double blinks, the Chen Mech.
Yeah. I think they want to take a 5-on-5, but if Alliance is smart, they'll go back to the old standby of just splitting the map. The old Alliance. S4's back. The style is here.
I don't know. There's not enough rat to call this the old Alliance.
Yeah, it's 4-4 at 17 minutes. I mean, both teams are kind of just... You have NIP who are content to push out lanes as 5, and you have Alliance that just has this Jug that's free farming. I do think they have ways to deal with him. They have the Chen creeps that'll soak up some of the damage. They have high armor and high HP targets. PL is very strong at some point against them.
Do you agree with what BSJ was saying earlier, that like Jug can deal with the PL later on with the Battle Fury?
Battle Fury is going to be okay.
Okay.
I mean, the idea right now is that Jug just gets much fatter than the PL. And he's had this Battle Fury for a while now.
Yeah, PPD adding a... Yeah, since the 12-minute mark, I believe. PPD now adding a boar back to the arsenal as the teams start dancing around the north side of the map.
Yeah, they want to protect this outpost, it looks like. Wonder if Alliance will just make their way down towards bottom.
Tanner did go back for the Sanj, so everything is very mid-game here. For now, I guess, a Vanguard coming next on Blizzy. No attempt to go for anything greedy as Alliance are smoked and rotating onto mid. Looking for Tanner. The X comes through the Torrent. Not connecting, and I think the Jig might be up. No, with the X back into the arrow, it could be enough damage. The bow crashing through, hits the backline PPD. He got off his ultimate.
He's still alive.
The Mech as well. For the time being, he lives. Blizzy comes in, and Tanner's going to survive through it all. Blizzy
unbelievable.
Keeping the team alive, but is it going to matter? They've lost the Chen. Blizzy on the run. All that effort and still 2 dead. Meanwhile, Alliance standing strong, looking to shove in this lane. Nico Baby still has Omni Slash even. They can maybe go for another.
And he's got BKB. I'd like them to just clear out the map and set up the next fight for the Roche, if anything.
Yeah, they get the D-Ward, and they're not even going to set up. They're going straight in.
Yeah, they used a lot on Tanner, and he didn't die, but the rest of the heroes had to commit for that. And they're taking Roche pretty quickly with Beastmaster, of course, and this Jug being so farmed.
It seems like NIP has real damage issues without the PL. Like,
Yes.
if he's not there, they
They
cannot really
know they're
fight.
Roshing, but can you stop it? It's getting pretty low here.
Boat's already off cooldown. The disruption, though, well played. Milan is going to keep him alive for the moment. Now the Omni Slash coming through. It's onto all 4 heroes, and he's doing good work. PPD may die again. He will out of the fight. And perhaps right back into the pit for Alliance. There's no buyback, but the Centaur stomp connects on.
They've got to run.
PL's got an opportunity. He charges in. S4's got to back away, waiting for his ultimate to cool down. Blizzy will fall, though, purged up and finished off. Now the Hawk moves in for round 2. Once S4, can he get him? He will. Limp with the BKB, but not off very much. The chase continues. On to Hanskin, up to the high ground as they isolate, try to finish off Zibbe, but the beautiful 2-hero torrent almost kills them off. It's just the Hawk running them over. He's gotten 4. He's looking for the last man. It's Limp with the cleave, but I don't think enough damage. I don't know if the Hawk can kill him off. He's going to try. DK Blink
That's a full 5 wipe.
That's a full 5-man wipe. A Roche denied. Some bounty runes to be snagged. And even a DD
I think,
here.
yeah,
Can
there's a
they go
DD
for
rune
it
in a Roche.
themselves? Can
They have
Chen
plenty of
get
time.
there?
They can do this. It's about half HP. Tanner still has his ultimate. And Alliance, they just waited around too long. They used the majority of their spells onto Tanner, but they missed.
That stolen disruption by Milan
That was so sick.
clutch.
And then the Omni Slash goes out, but all of the hits really just land on PPD.
Poor guy.
And he used the spin for that, too.
Well, while that was happening, Limp did buy back.
Oh, no.
Dire manages to get the Aegis, though, and they get the hell out.
That
so
buyback's huge.
that cost them a lot. All they get is a courier for
And
Dahak.
and
Not
the
the biggest
tip.
deal.
Milan tips him.
Oh, get
Congrats on your
get
buyback.
under that skin, you know?
So full 5-man wipe, Aegis, and a buyback from Limp. That was the result of that fight. And really all it cost you was PPD.
He'll take that trade every day.
Every day of the week. It was unlucky for him, but incredibly lucky for his team. And then it was the spin that was committed by Nico Baby right after. Blizzy reads the situation. He knows that his PL does enough damage. PL is still very farmed. And because of this BKB first build by this Kunkka, he's going to feel like he's lacking for damage a little bit.
If you go that build, it's like you have to win that first big fight with it,
Yes.
you know?
And that was the first big fight. And they did not win it.
Not only did they not win it, they then gave up a Roche and a 5-man wipe.
Yeah,
So.
I really feel like he could have gone away with getting something a little bit greedier, like the Radiance. He's really tanky. He would have had it by now.
Top lane, they are going to get the catch out here onto Hanskin. He's got the triple leap with the mech.
There's one.
Hop, and he's barely out of there. Almost enough damage from Dahak to bring him down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Omni Slash out of the Chen army. Not what Nico Baby was hoping for. Now they're going to commit a roar. PPD is just soaking up all the ults.
Roar, Omni Slash,
They did get the Chen army, you know, to slow him down a little bit.
the Purge,
The hate.
the hate. That's the cat. Tip him back, dude.
But, you know, it only makes PPD stronger. Like
The
This
hate?
is not the Han PPD who would actually let that stuff bother him.
I'm sure he just watched that happen and he was just like, okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. Now my
Cool.
team's going to take a tower.
Really well done, guys.
Great work. Well, they'll farm the enemy jungle now, NIP. They'll take that tier 1 top. Try to flex their now 2k gold advantage. As Limp with a haste rune bottled up is looking to delay this, shoving out the lanes mid. So creep cutting from both teams. We see towards the bottom side of the map, S4 is split pushing. So
I didn't realize how poor this Beastmaster was. He has drums. It really looked like they were trying to go for this like really sick mid-game timing.
he's saving his gold. He has the blink, but it's like, do you really even want that?
Almost feel like he needs Vlads.
Like, you already have a Kunkka for catch. You know, you've got your disruption into arrow combo.
Yeah, I think he might need Vlads or like X-Torn is good enough catch right now. I don't know who he wants to find in the backline with this Blink Dagger. I think his team needs to get tankier.
Quick pause. And we're back underway. Oh, how the worm turns. Suddenly NIP in the driver's seat. PL just dead even with the Jug. Was quite a bit further behind before that previous fight, but no longer. Now a Basher snagged. Definitely the strongest hero in the game, it feels. And Alliance are just playing keep away. They don't want to fight into this Aegis. Nico Baby just farming enemy neutrals. Probably going to try to cut the wave here. and delay this impending push, but the whole army has arrived. They don't have any creeps, though, because Limp managed to kill them off.
And during this time, Nico Baby actually caught up in farm. He's now again at the top. He's almost got a butterfly. S and Y, he's really strong. But we did see what happens when he gets caught without spin.
They really want to make something happen with this Aegis. They've now got the creeps where they want them. No more cutting. Just split push. It is the Jug, though, so that's probably going to be a tier 2 down bot. Non-IP staying committed. Waiting for this Blizzy initiation. They've got a sentry down on the low ground. Feels he's safe with this Invis snag. No vision up the cliff, and he jumps in. He whiffs. Is there a counterplay? It's also Tanner going in. He gets rode on the high ground. Meanwhile, Milan sitting back behind him. Trying
He gets
to
brought to the low ground.
And Zibe is going to end up going down. Nicely played there.
And that was the Roar committed, so I think with the Aegis and the Roar committed, maybe they feel good enough to go high ground. No. In fact, they're just going to go back, pick up some bounty runes.
Seems like they're afraid of getting caught with the boat combo. And as you mentioned, there are bounties to be grabbed, so they'll keep the lane shoved in.
I don't think it's easy for them to go high ground anyways.
It's a relatively slow siege. A lot of ways to clear those PL illusions. DK puts himself at risk if he's hitting the tower. But they are going to move in. Send the illusion army for now. Try to get some vision to set up a follow-up stomp, and Tanner moseying forward as well. The illusions taking away all of S4's mana. Now he can't really participate in this, but Aegis gets reclaimed as the glyph is forced out, so they managed to accomplish that. And then NIP will get away. Meanwhile, top lane, Hanskin, he's been isolated, picked off. He wanted the tower, it's denied to him by Milan, and the kill goes the way of Milan as well. Really styling on Hanskin this game. He's killed him off multiple times. He's denying the tower. He's killing the couriers.
Yeah, Milan's been insane.
He's making plays.
And that stolen disruption in the Roshan fight, where he saves his DK from the boat. That was really sick. They're going to smoke up, get aggressive on the Alliance side of the jungle. And Alliance have to be careful about this. If they lose a fight so close to their base, this could just be the game for them. And they're going to run into Limp here. But he is far enough away, and Alliance knows that something is up. The TP out from Nico Baby. They're going to instantly know that he is down there, but he is already TP'd from the smoke breaking.
Head straight top. Just wants to keep the split push going. Trying to snipe this courier, but it barely survives, and now delivers a Yules to Milan.
Yeah, Zibe also grabbed a bounty rune. I think they might have gotten like 3 or 4 of those.
They might have another courier snipe attempt.
Oh, they got all 4,
in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think they got all 4 bounty runes, LD. That's why if you...
Courier Slayer, my god.
If you notice the gold, it's actually just a 1k lead now.
They are trying to play this the old Alliance way. You know?
Yeah, split
little rat, little split push. Dodge the fights, but NIP are determined. They're going to keep on beating their head on the front door. As Nico Baby sits back on the high ground, and they do have their initiation here. It's on to Hanskin. Double leap, but still the stomp coming through, connecting on S4. Can they bring him down before he gets off the roar? Not a chance. Marana does fall, however.
And the dodge, S4 wisely holds that roar.
And they stole the healing ward. Ooh. That is a great tool to try and go high ground with.
S4's job is really hard this game, because he's like their main disable, but if he uses it too early or defensively, you get run over. So I'm glad that he didn't try to use it right there.
Milani's hunting in the trees. He's going to find Zibe. Walks right by him. The team's pretty close. This should be a Shadow Demon kill.
Look at this. He's using
the
healing ward
to scout him out. Oh, my God. And perhaps to taunt him a little bit as well. Kill secured. Goes the way of Milan.
Milan's
hell of a stand-in performance in this game 3.
Oh, yeah. He's feeling himself for sure.
Yeah, he's chat wheeling.
I almost feel bad.
The tips are coming out. The BM ward drops.
Another DD rune.
But it's still only a 2k gold lead, you know?
A Paladin sword by Jug. Nice item pickup. This is really good for him.
Do you, like, given that it's a kind of even game on paper as far as the gold goes, like, do you think Alliance scales as well as NIP with this PL?
No. I think if anything, NIP... Yeah, I think NIP is going to win this late.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, like, what's the timer here? Like, when do you have to go?
I think for Alliance, you want to fight for the next Roche, for sure. I think if you give up another Roche and you have to deal with an Aegis PL, they don't have enough control to kill him twice. And I think it's going to be... Because there's... Everybody from NIP is already pretty tanky, and then they have Chen Heal on top of that. And they have this Rubik that can just sit back and steal spells at leisure. I think that's why S4 decided to go Blink, maybe so that he could catch this Rubik. Because it's not easy for him to get on top of the other cores. They're really slippery. And he doesn't really want to roar the Centaur or the DK, I feel.
There's so many saves, though. The Stampede, the Chen Heals. Like, even if you catch him, you need all the follow-up in position.
Oh,
to
for
kill
sure.
him. And he's got a Yules as well, so he's got a way to
This is good smoke timing,
interrupt
though.
the combo.
And if they can run into Tanner here, this would be a massive pick
Oh,
off.
they just miss him. However, Morana's in position. Tanner is going to be
Look
pulled
at that
back.
timing.
Oh,
He didn't even
no.
know.
See you later, guys. I'm out of here.
That's so rough. Maybe if he gets caught there.
Base created.
They have roar and everything. They can kill him from full.
That
easily.
felt planned almost, you know.
I don't think it was. The timing of that was way too risky.
Maybe if we get an interview with these guys afterwards, we can.
You want to ask about that? Hey, at 29:30
40 or whatever it was.
Did you mean to bait them? Did you know that they were there? They're going to get double outpost, though. And Roshan is respawning. Alliance, do they have another smoke? Because they just used one to try to go for that play, and they need another one.
They do. They pop
didn't get S4 in it, though.
And there is a lane ward.
All right, so
daytime. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, Blitz.
how to do this?
The Roche is fairly slow as NIP are going to counter smoke, charge back out of the pit, and they initiate here onto Tanner. No follow-up.
I'm looking for that roar, though.
Now the jump forward is Dahako straight onto the backline, straight onto that Shadow Demon. Wants to blow him up, doesn't have the detection. S4 almost dead as well. He's just smacking him down with that big bad spear. The boat comes through, looking to finish off the Centaur. They've got the Chen Heal, still trying to stay alive through this.
He's really
big
tanky.
commitment from Limp, who does just no damage. This BKB is a faux BKB. Now Dahak tanking the entire
He finds an
Omni-Slash.
invis room.
Can he do it? Can he hero away this kill? Dahak's gonna live. Not enough damage, not enough burst from Nico Baby. The PL survives, and now the turn. Kunkka without the BKB. Shadow Demon buying back, but going to be super late to the fight. He's TP to the tier 3, and he's hoofing it out of there. They're still chasing them back. Tanner goes back in. Finally, the Kunkka's going to fall. It looks he will drop, and now the chain stun.
The stolen torrent.
Up. Milan's unstoppable, and Alliance are
At
in
the body
shambles.
block.
Oh, they're looking
He's
for more.
blocked.
Zippe, disruption not going to help him. He falls as well. Milan just keeps on
March
racking up
down
the
mid.
kills.
Get some
the
racks.
tips are there. The Ice Dragon is coming for Alliance. And from the north, oh, they fall.
NIP with a dominant team fight. Good smoke by them. They were able to get on top of S4. He can't backpedal. He's not tanky enough. And he buys back, but it takes him a little bit too long to get in that fight. And they try to all in on Blizzy, but look at how tanky the Centaur is. 2.4k HP. He's got a Chen mech and an ultimate.
And even
That
if you
Essence
do
ring-
kill him, he's already used Stampede.
Yeah.
You know, he just got off his stun. So
And he's
it's
got a
not,
plate mail.
It's not the biggest kill.
They do have a buyback on Jug, but this would be all in at this point. NIP, they're going to back up. They should just fight around this Roshan pit.
Well, they use that buyback. Can they make something happen? They catch out. Who else?
Oh.
The King of Salt himself.
PBD's
who's
actually just
TP'd
got
out the
no!
arrow, just catching him. Oh.
The instant buyback. He knows they have to fight over this Roshan pit, and there's a DD rune waiting. How fortuitous for NIP.
Still, they have boat. They have roar.
This is the all-in fight right now.
Nico Baby's going to shove in that lane.
Alliance, this is the last fight for them potentially. They used all their buybacks. There is no buyback on the
and
PL.
it's going to start with initiation here. Catch out the Kunkka. Follow-up
torrent.
stop coming through. Can they burst him down? They're locking him down with the Rubik. He's got that arcane supremacy for the extra slow. PL, though, on the backside.
He doesn't have buyback. He doesn't have
gonna go
buyback.
down. He does it. 80 seconds, but he manages to pop the buyback right away. Tanner's chasing forward. Nico Baby running for dear life. No Omni Slash.
He
and
just got
Tanner
the gold
just
for
keeps
it.
on hunting.
He
That
was like,
should be the Roche. No boat. But they're still trying to dance around like they might come back in. PL into the pit. It's just a slow Roche. They don't have any minus armor. They're marching back down. They're going to have a boat up relatively soon. The Roar's going to take a while. I don't think they can go for it. And they're heading south. They're going to go look for bounty runes. They're going to forfeit the Aegis.
whew. He was like 200 gold from buyback, and then he had it on PL. As we're going to watch this fight. Dude, the stolen torrents are sick.
They're just investing so, like, it takes so long to kill anybody on this NIP side, right? Like, the combo is just hard to pull off with all the interruptions they have, the Stampede, the heals, and you could just see the swag play after play. They keep on finding these pickoffs with Milan.
The PL, all right, he was 10 gold from buyout. And then he just barely got it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he probably would have had it in time anyway. But regardless, NIP coming out on top. They now get the Aegis. They get the cheese. Still jugging the lead in net worth. Still, I mean, at this stage, 8K gold lead doesn't feel like that much, but it's just more the way the fights are playing out, where, like, they struggle to kill anyone on NIP.
Ooh. So how do you kill this PL twice? They did isolate him last time.
They got the perfect combo on him, like the roar, the follow. I think there's a follow-up arrow in there.
That was really well done by S4. He was super patient.
But if PL goes with this team and now he's Aegis cheese,
then it's very difficult.
How do you get that kill?
Yeah. I think Dahak is just too used to not dying in these fights that he sort of just went in, expected the rest of his team to be able to back himself up, but then the real one got roared.
Oh, they both have the 56% win rate after 30 minutes. It definitely feels like the odds are going to be more in favor of NIP here. As
100%.
They're feeling themselves. How much do they want to commit for the second lane? Just the illusion spam trickling in. The PL on PL genocide.
Only people with buyback. Mirana and this Centaur.
NIP have smoked. They're trying to worm their way into the base here. Look how far back Alliance has to sit to ensure they don't get caught.
And Tanner and this Phantom Lancer are just beating on this tower.
Illusions keep on coming in. And now they've taken down the tier 3. They're looking for the melee racks. Tanner just lunges in, blinks forward, threatening to go. Not going to commit just yet. They keep him nice and safe with the Lotus.
Then X into an arrow. Soul Catcher does a lot.
But it's a Dragon Knight with a BKB and a Halberd. They don't want to go for it.
Yeah, what's your play here?
It's to give up one lane. They got to defend bot, surely. Little shove in mid on the way, rotating down it, but they've got a lot of pushing to do. This ranged Drax, very low. Illusion's not focusing it, though.
Now they have almost 2 sets, just the range racks in mid. They still have Aegis, and I think they still want to go for this too, but Tanner doesn't have his dragon form up now. This is going to be a little bit dicey.
I think if they just wait for the creeps to push in, I'll have it back up by the time they get there. Like, it's only, what, 45 seconds to go? It seems to be the plan for an IP.
PL is a little bit low on mana.
Got a cheese.
What was stolen? Blade Fury, not the best spell. Milan, though, he's got an Aghanim Scepter. There's so much.
And like as you mentioned at the start of the game, it is a pretty dream Rubik game.
Yeah, he just gets to sit back, and his team is so tanky, and they have Stampede to disengage. It's really important that he just doesn't get roared. I think if S4 could find him, like in terms of priority targets, like real PL, of course, is #1, but right after that is this Rubik.
The creeps come marching in. The dragon form is ready, and Tanner makes his move up onto the high ground. He's the siege engine. PPD giving him that little buff from the medallion. Nico Baby rotating back, but creeps also shoving in the mid wave, and now they're going to get that first stun on Nico Baby. Interrupting it with the torrent. Having a little fish, but the tower's dropping. They're going to have to commit pretty soon if they don't want to lose this extra lane.
Tower's down.
They get another stun on Nico Baby. The chain stun comes through from the Centaur. Bit of overlap there. But it's the buildings, Blitz. They're just melting.
Yeah, and IP don't want to full commit for this, and neither do Alliance without the buyback.
They have the silence! Nico Baby, is he going to be able to get off anything here? For now, he's alive, very dangerously low, though. Blade Fury out with the BKB combo. Everything committed to get away to the fountain. Meanwhile, Dahak is manning up, and he's diving into the midst of the enemy team. Maybe a little too far. They've got the X. They've got the Torrent.
And this is just the Aegis?
And they don't yet have the kill. Oh, that's so damn annoying. Meanwhile, look who is dying. Hanskin finished off.
He has buyback, though.
Jug spinning again, just getting auto-attack during this time. He does have Omni Slash ready. He's been very patient with it. They have that second life on Dahak. They just need to finish off the melee. Trickling down, but it's going to be some counter illusions from the Shadow Demon to try and force them back. They have found the Rubik with the arrow set up, but they can't burst him down. trying to go in and they just can't do it. Dragon Knight initiation, but where's the follow-up? They get the Rex. Now they just need to get out. Tanner starts marching away. Will they be able to pull him back to safety? There's too much damage going into him. It looks like spinning forward with the Mirana nukes, and they finally get the kill. Rest of the team, though, they're out of there, and they've gotten the Megas.
Nice and easy. Don't think they're going to be able to push in 80 seconds. And if they do, it's an all-in at that point. And pushing against Megas with their lineup, it's okay. They have Juggernaut and Kunkka.
Oh, Milani sees an opportunity. Nico, baby, he's so far away from the rest of the team. Where's the help? He's just dead.
He was nowhere near the rest of his team. There wasn't even really a creep way for him to go to. Gets caught out near the Ancients.
I think that might be it. Megas.
He doesn't have buyout for 30.
And they're going to just keep on finding more, it looks. Milan with the Yules. Gets off the steal.
Milan has been sick so far.
What a Rubik performance.
He is more than made up for his Weaver.
I guess they're not going to go for it.
He's got buyback in 10 seconds. So does Kunkka.
Yeah,
So
Nico Baby's buyback is almost off cooldown, so they may not know that when it's coming back exactly.
Yeah, and the PL doesn't have gold for it, and he can die.
Yeah, the cheese is not enough to save him. Like, they have the burst to bring him down, but
No, I think you want to just play map control right now on the side of NIP. You don't have to rush things too hard. If you get another pick like that, then sure. But you want to ensure that the PL has buyout because Kunkka plus Jug will take your base pretty fast. And you can grab all the bounty runes. You pretty much have complete map control right now. You should utilize it.
And Alliance showed that they can come back. This is a much bigger hole to climb out of than game number 2. But NIP don't want to putz around. So for now, they're going to play it safe. Just defend the base. Or let Alliance defend the base, I should say, while NIP just chills. Maybe they just wait for the next rush. It's not too far away.
This DD, though.
Could be the game winner.
30 seconds for Juggernaut. I think at this point he really doesn't want to have to buy back.
Hanskin up top, out of position. Going to get caught. Going to get bursted. He did buy back earlier. Out for 90. That might just be thrown. Let's see if they go for it. Moving in. Jumping forward on the backside. S4, he's been picked off by Dahak with the double damage and with the Abyssal. Shreds him. Has the buyback. And is going to have to use it immediately. Still, creeps are marching in. And they're chipping away with Tanner. Not really overcommitting. They do have the Centaur Ags now as well if needed. Gives them some extra durability in these fights. Tanner going for S4. If they can kill him off, that might just be the game. He can't even get off the roar. He's being chain stunned and controlled. The boat comes crashing through. Milan, he's stolen only the exit, looks like, but that should be enough to secure some additional kills. On the backside, Daha, he's got the cheese. Will he get it off? All the saves come out, and he will survive.
The healing ward.
Everything gets thrown at him, and they just can't
Milan
do it.
has the
now
healing
the base
ward.
is falling, and Nico Baby is crumbling. Alliance in shambles here. Down 3 heroes, down a throne, and out of the series. NIP pull it out. PPD wins the duel with S4.
2-1 though. They did